Bet you weren't expecting this episode to open up this way. Because yeah, greetings ladies and gentlemen, Spy4 here and welcome back to Tales of Berseria. And before the thing goes to the cutscene, there we go, much better. Don't want a repeat. The first time I recorded this, that would have been embarrassing. But last time, we concluded the last of the character side quests, I was about to say character episodes, well, actually I guess I technically consider them episodes, because I've been doing all that episodically. We completed the last of the character episodes dedicated to Eisen/Zavid. If you want to understand more about that, go check it out. I recommend it. It may or may not be a little long. But hey, at least not as long as the Lockstone one, so more to you on that one. But anyway, today, guys, I have not done one of these in ages. This is literally my second time doing this. Welcome to the semi-finale to Tales of Berseria. Here's basically the gist of things. So the first time I did the semi-finale was for Final Fantasy X, and when I did that, that was mainly so I could, you know, do some off time for grinding levels for the secret bosses in that game. And in the same way, that's what I'm doing for this game, because originally I was just planning on fighting 2 of the super bosses, but then I decided, you know what? Because I'm going to be taking a bit of a hiatus from this game, but coming back eventually, at least I hope I do, unlike Final Fantasy 15 at this moment, I'm going to be coming back and not only doing the 2 super bosses that are tied to the 1 trophy, but I'm going to do a line of, I guess, missions? Not sure how you'd structure it, but basically, I'm going to be doing the extra dungeon for this game. Yeah, the extra dungeon, which, for people that haven't played a Tales game, also a very prominent thing that they add in here. It's not relevant to the story or anything, but it's just something that they add for the sake of adding it. And I definitely want to do that because of what you can unlock by doing so, and that alone excites me. So, with that said, yeah, this is going to mark the semi-finale. However, I didn't want to go off just with the stereotypical New Game Plus, hey, I'll be back, and, you know, just end it there. So instead, to celebrate April 1st, because, you know, by the time this comes out, it should be the 1st of April, April Fool's Day and all that, I decided, let's get a little crazy. Instead of continuing on our adventure like usual, or going to New Game Plus, or whatever, what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to head over to the downloadable content. Now, for those of you guys that have not picked up the game, or not been to this section before, these are a bunch of add-ons you can get for this game. Catalogs. Now, you don't need to buy these with money at all. Not one bit. They're basically just a set of skits. And depending on what's involved in them, they can be very interesting. From comedic to, you know, deep. Or just flat out, I guess, scary, quote-unquote, depending on where you're looking at. But basically, one thing is tying all these catalogs together. The Magilou's Midnight Monologues. And we all know how crazy our good friend Magi is, so I thought to end this semi-finale, to make the perfect cut, we're going to end things comedically. I'm going to be starting from Magilou's Midnight Monologues, the eve before, all the way down to Magilou's Midnight Monologues, the eve after. If you've not seen these before, well, I recommend you do so, because they are hilarious, and, well, I guess it's better to let you guys see it for yourselves instead of just explaining it myself. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I have. Like a little tidbit to you guys, or like a little fun fact. Whenever I was having recording issues on the channel, or maybe like when I was waiting for my computer to restart and do things, I had save points and all that stuff, I would come here and just watch these skits over and over and over again and just laugh my head off. Like, they're that good to me. If they're not funny, at the very least you can get something, you know, like enjoyable. But alright, that's everything I have to say. Let's begin this great April Fool's Day and semi-finale with Magilou's Midnight Monologues, the eve before.
The show has started! Time for a special performance by Magilou's Menagerie! It's Magilou's Midnight Monologues!
Wow, that's a huge crowd.
What's going on, Magilou?
No one said a word to me about this. It's simple. The guest draws a topic card, and we have a discussion about that topic.
Oh, so like a
And as your
podcast.
esteemed hostess, I'll be digging up each of your most embarrassing secrets. But don't worry, it'll only make you more endearing to the audience. So be grateful and fess up. So, now you know.
I see. I didn't know we were going to be part of the show.
Well, you
This
do
is all a
now.
little sudden for me. I'm not sure I can talk. In front of everyone.
You did
I
so
don't mind.
in Magilou's
Swordsman's
side
always
quest.
ready to fight and to speak his mind.
Leave me out of it. I don't see any point in talking in front of a...
The Enfu has already warmed up the crowd. There's no escaping this. Bienfu is good at the most random things.
But I don't want anything to do with this crazy...
Velvet, you of all people should know the world is made up of crazy things and random happenings. It's easy to run away from trouble and hardship, but that can start a habit of running. Tell me, do you think a coward who runs away from all their fights will ever be able to get their revenge?
I'm not afraid of anything. Your talk show doesn't scare me.
That's the spirit! Just spit it all out! Tell it like it is! We'll give a part of a secret word each week, so be sure to stay until the end!
Damn! How could I fall for that?
Magilou can be convincing. Gotta be careful.
What's she going to make us say?
Well, that's what we're here for, isn't it? To see what you guys do say. Or what she has planned. But yeah, that's basically the Eve before. Not much to say about it, but... that reaction on Velvet was just priceless. First time you actually get to see her do that. But yeah, not much to talk there. Let's go on to the good stuff. The Midnight Monologues, the first night.
It's time to begin! What's in the cards for our discussion with this week's guest? Find out in the first ever Magilou's Midnight Monologues!
Electric Slide.
Let's start off by introducing our panel. Or we could just skip it.
Give me a break!
Don't be like that! They're really into this.
Just the reactions I was hoping for.
All right, our first guest is someone who always cuts right to the chase.
Hi, I'm Rokuro Rangetsu, a prison island escapee. My hobby is perfecting my deadly swordsmanship, and my dream is to kill my brother.
Quite an introduction from the man himself. You really are fearless, aren't you?
I am. Come at me with a bow or a gun if you like. Although don't actually do that, because I'd have to kill you, so, you know.
While the audience still thinks that's a joke, let's move right along to our talk segment. There are 6 topic cards. Matters of the heart. Now here's the truth. My first time, my biggest shame, what turns me on, and anything goes. Now, we just put these cards in Magilou's mystery box. And Rokuro, draw a card.
All right, this one.
And the card is... my first time! Please, tell us about something that was a very special first experience for you.
Let's see. Well, I could tell you about the first time I killed a living thing.
Go figure.
Is that something you can talk about here?
Yeah, it went surprisingly well. It started off by cutting the poor guy's head off with my first swing.
Rokuro, I'm not sure this is appropriate.
Oh boy.
Next, I stabbed him in the stomach and sliced upward, spilling his guts out. Then I cut along his spine, peeled all his flesh back, and ripped out his bones. And that is how I prepared my first fresh mackerel.
I thought you were talking about a person.
Well, it's all the same, really. The only real difference...
And that's all the time we have. Thank you for joining us, Rokuro.
That's all? Oh, I was gonna talk about the first time I killed a giant unidentified monster.
Next time, I don't want my show to get banned after its first performance. Last, give us your part of the secret word.
Right. The secret word starts with B-E.
Our next guest will be Eleanor! Yes, at your service. See you next week!
Jeez, Rokuro. Just wow. The first time I heard that, I felt the exact same as Luffy says, like, why are they giving us this image? But then he just goes back to Mac and was like, oh yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites. I think one of two of my favorites. And I'll probably get to the second one later. Or maybe the third one. I don't know. But at the very end, you notice that she said, see you next week. And that actually would be fitting. Because each one of these catalogs came a week after the other one. With the exception of this fifth one, this last one here took 2 weeks to get. Probably to get all the licensing from the different games, for the costumes and all that. So, yeah. Besides that, they all came in one single week at a time. Meaning, next we have up Magilou's Midnight Monologues, the second night, with our good old friend Ellie. Let's see what she gets to talk about.
Hello, and welcome back to Magilou's Midnight Monologues.
Next side!
Each week, a different guest draws a topic card and reveals their secrets. Let's start off by introducing our panel. There they are.
Come on, that's just lazy.
Give us a real introduction.
I like Rokuro's
They're
image
really
there.
into this too. Even Luffy said.
Now that I've given the panel their requisite needling, it's time to introduce my second guest. Her tears flow like a dazzling river of stars. She's an exorcist and she knows what's best.
More or less.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you for the introduction. Exorcist Praetor Eleanor Hume at your service.
Are you feeling well? You sound like a government official.
I'm just a bit nervous, but be at ease. If I am to do this, then I shall do it properly. Eleanor Hume will not let you down. I promise that.
Glad to hear it. By the way, are exorcists allowed to do work on the side?
It's a violation of regulations, actually.
Great! That means you're doing this for free! What a hard-working exorcist. Commendable. Now, on to tonight's topic.
But shouldn't you open with something with a little more energy?
Just draw a card for us, my charitable Eleanor.
It is your show, I suppose. I choose this one.
And the card is my biggest shame.
Why'd I have to draw that one?
In the voice of a cat's.
What did you say?
Take a really close look at the card. See?
Those letters are the size of fleas!
What kind of trick are you trying to pull? That really bites.
That's enough from the peanut gallery. You said you'd do this properly, Eleanor. Are all exorcists oath breakers?
Very well.
Ouch.
Meow.
Aww.
I shall share an embarrassing tale, which I have told no one before. Meow.
Speak up! Be cuter!
This is from when I was a little kitten, meow. I had a secret then that I couldn't tell anyone, meow. And the secret was... meow.
You can do it, Eleanor. It's fine. You're being really cute.
This is far more embarrassing right now than what actually happened, meow.
Aww.
Luffy said, looks like you did more harm than good.
Sorry.
I never
I
noticed
got what I
that
wanted.
before.
So we'll just have Eleanor Katz give out the next part of the secret word.
The next part of the secret word is R. Meow.
You can stop saying meow.
Meow, mortifying.
Our next guest will be Aizen. Meow.
Meow?
See you next week.
Okay, so yeah, that's a good one for me. Well, what really cracked me up there because, you know, again, I've never seen. Well, that's a lie. Or wait, how do I word it personally? I've never seen her expression in that scene like that before. Like, I saw it during the main playthrough, but I never actually paid attention to her with that. It's like, ugh. That always cracks me up, I swear. But yes, it's beyond mortifying. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So, I definitely share her sympathy. But at least on the bright side, now we get to, get a little more interesting. As we got catalog number 3, with Aizen. in the third night.
Things are looking lively tonight, here on Magilou's Midnight Monologues. Now we'll introduce our panel. You each have 2 hours to introduce yourselves.
2 hours?!
2 hours? 2 hours?
The show isn't even that long.
It's really less than an hour, less than 10 minutes!
With the panel out of the way, it's time to get to our third guest. This is a man who's dreadful as a foe and even more frightening as an ally.
I'm Eisen, the first mate of Ifrid's pirates.
Ooh, you're solid as a rock, totally unruffled.
Of course I am. I practiced this by myself 256 times this week.
That's a
Significant
strong
number?
work ethic for an outlaw.
You can say I've cased the joint and got this place on lockdown. Because to come unprepared would be criminal. Can you even hear me? I was sure that one would get a good laugh.
His confidence is what's scary.
Hang in there, Eisen.
You got
Time
this,
to
buddy.
get us back on the rails. Eisen, draw your card.
Ugh, tough crowd tonight. Here.
And the card is... what turns me on. Go ahead and tell everyone what stimulates you.
That's simple enough. Nothing gets me going like curios.
Is that breakfast cereal?
Items like Groon's urn, distinct in form and cloaked in antiquity. The beauty of mysterious artifacts lights an unrivaled passion in my heart.
Did he really understand the question?
Definitely
I'm
not.
not sure that's what Magilou meant by a turn-on, but it is hard to interrupt such passion.
Plus, we
Is
can't
there
have too
something
many
in
innuendos,
particular
right?
you like?
I was hoping you'd ask. My most recent prize is a tiger's eye teacup. It appears crude at first glance, but it is a masterpiece that sublimely reflects nature.
Marvelous! With that in mind, we had an expert appraise your tiger's eye teacup. Its shocking estimated value is... an astounding, unbelievable... 50 gold.
50 gold!
After careful analysis, we discovered that it's not a teacup, but a water dish for cats.
Impossible!
Wah,
Let's just say
wah.
I hope you picked it up at a steal.
Wait, if I picked the card at random, how did you have an expert look at my teacup?
Sorry, that's all the time we have. The next part of the secret word is S-E.
Hey, answer me, Magilou!
Our next victim, guest, will be Laphicet. See you next week.
Get back here!
She just said victim, right? I have a bad feeling about this.
I think that has to be my third favorite of all these skits. Just the frickin'... Like, another funny thing is, I was thinking the exact same thing as Eisen when I first saw it. It's like, wait, how did she get the cup of praise? Or it was more like, wait, when did she get the cup of praise? And then just to see that go, oh man. But it's interesting though, why was that the case? Did she steal it while he wasn't looking? Or perhaps are the cards... Maybe that's not the dottle on that. But next up, we have a really great one. I'd say this is my second favorite. As we have our next guest, Laphicet, on the fourth night of Midnight Monologues.
Here's what you've been waiting for. It's Magilou's Midnight Monologues. Each week, a different guest draws a topic card and reveals their secrets. This week, we have some mail for our panel. Dear Velvet, pay back the 100 gold you owe me.
I didn't loan anyone anything. Who wrote that anyway?
Wah, wah.
Oh, you just wanted me to get worked up.
Precisely. And with that done, let's move on to our guest. It's our second mascot after Bienfu. Welcome, Laphicet.
Personally, I call him
so
the
I'm
number one
second to
mascot, but whatever.
Bienfu. What's wrong? Did you think you were the cutest? That's not what I meant. Ah, but that's what's got you down, isn't it? Tut-tut, young man. Pride goes before a fall, my dear. Now show your humility and apologize.
I'm sorry that I thought I was cuter than Bienfu.
And to the balcony seats, too!
I'm very sorry.
That kid is too easy. She should be ashamed.
No kidding.
Good. Now, with your new outlook in mind, draw a topic card.
This one.
And the card is... Now here's the truth!
Oh boy.
Since you're already feeling penitent, it's time to make a confession. Like that you've been secretly sniffing Velvet and Eleanor's clothing.
He would do no such thing.
That's right.
Also Fee.
Actually, I do have a secret I've been keeping from everyone. It happened with something of yours. Something you'd taken off for the night.
Oh my! You're saying it was my clothing all along?
It was yesterday. I saw something fluffy in the grass. Velvet told me not to touch it, but I couldn't help myself. And so I snuck it back to the inn. But I didn't have anywhere to keep it. So I ended up putting it in your hat.
And that fluffy stuff was?
They were praying mantis eggs.
So that's why my hat's been wriggling about.
Laffy said, since Magilou is occupied right now, maybe you should take over.
Right. The next part of the secret word is R-I. And our next guest will be Velvet.
Yeah. As long as those mantises don't eat Magilou in the meantime.
Don't scare me like that!
See you next week!
Oh, payback surely is a prick, ain't it? It really is. But yeah, that's why it was one of my second favorites. If not because of the whole truth thing, but because it just comes back to bite Magilou in the back later. But now we are about to conclude things off. We got ourselves the 5th night. And of course, who else is left? But the protagonist of this game, Velvet, on the 5th night of Magilou's Midnight Monologues.
It's that time of the week again! Welcome to Magilou's Midnight Monologues!
With a special duet with Bienfu. Seriously though, I prefer her to
What
call
topic card will our
Logs as
guest
the
draw
mascot,
in
not
this, the
Bienfu.
final installment of our program!
He barely makes any appearances after
And
all.
here she is, a woman with an appetite for anything and everything!
I guess those mantises lost their appetite for you.
It was a close call, but I was saved by some heroic grasshoppers. May their noble sacrifice not be in vain. Now, on to the topic! Just 2 cards remain in Magilou's mystery box. Will it be anything goes, or matters of the heart?
I'm sure you've got some scheme to make me draw matters of the heart. But it isn't happening.
Velvet, you don't know what trick she has planned. Stay sharp.
Aizen, I want you to do me a favor. Pray that I draw matters of the heart, alright?
Aye.
Now!
And the card is... Anything goes!
Just what I hoped for.
Oh, you used Aizen's bad luck for your benefit.
I'm happy to help, but that still stings a bit.
As
At least
long as
she
it's
asked you
about
for a prayer.
matters of the heart.
What the? White ink on white paper? You're downright diabolical.
Indubitably. I wouldn't be much of a witch if I weren't, now would I? Besides, I'm the one who makes the rules here, so give up and spill it!
Oh boy.
Fine.
Here goes.
Fine. People often complain about the taste of venison, but if prepared right, it makes a great main course. It can be tough, so a slow-cooked stew is wonderful if you're inexperienced with cooking it. There. Those were my matters of the heart.
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh, Velvet.
What a disappointment. Alas, I thought we could all have a chuckle at your first love, but you went that route.
You had that one coming, Moggy.
And a weak one at that. You think you're too good for this program?
I didn't say that.
It's not about what you said, my dear. What a pathetic excuse for an excuse. And after derailing this whole program, what do you have to say for yourself?
I'm sorry.
Speak up. I couldn't hear you.
I'm sorry.
And to the balcony seats, too.
I'm very sorry!
Ay.
Dear audience, I ask that you forget I had any connection to this travesty. Now I bid you goodbye with a little song and dance.
Not quite.
By the way, next week we're having a special bonus program. It will be called Veracity with Velvet. Our guest will be Magilou. Don't miss it.
Huh? No one informed me of this.
This week's part of the secret word is A. Come back next week for the next one.
There's more to the secret word?
There is now. So yeah. You thought this was just a filler thing that was coded wrong? Nope, that's actually the next part of this. And for those of you that are unaware or unaffiliated, veracity is actually just truthfulness, roughly. I know there's a more broad definition to it, so let me double check that real quick, right, 1 minute. Well, I got my phone out on me. Yeah, conformity to facts, accuracy. Yeah, that explains a lot. Alright! Now this, without doubt, is the best of all of these. Even if it's not technically a Midnight Monologue, this is the best in the set. And it's the second to last. So it's time for you guys to get quite the chuckle. Let's go! Time for some veracity with Velvet!
Hello and welcome to a special bonus performance by Magilou's Menagerie. It's Veracity with Velvet. You probably know how this is gonna turn out.
Wait, I don't like the sound of this at all!
You'll like the experience even less, my dear guest.
You're beginning to frighten me!
And the panel you all know and love.
Ah, give me a chance to escape! This is more of a barrier than a panel! I wasn't told I'd be treated like this!
On this program, we interrogate the witch based on the topic card she draws.
So now you know.
Matters of the Heart is the only card left! This is a witch trial! Somebody call my lawyer!
I'm the one who makes the rules here. So give up and pick a card.
I guess I brought this upon myself. No! Watch as I break the chains of destiny! Hee-yah!
The card is Matters of the Heart.
Yeah, I didn't think that would work.
Now it's time to talk, Magilou. About the topic you tried to set me up with.
Fine. I'll show you. You're so bitter! Just like my least favorite vegetable!
Artichoke hearts?
No! I was going to tell you about this really nice person I met the other day. Very generous!
Let me guess. They had a heart of gold.
Actually, I just wanted to tell you about a card game!
Hearts, you mean?
I'm out of ammunition. Oh, please forgive me! A witch can't talk about her love life!
That's her crime.
Honestly, you have no spine at all.
All right, Magilou. Start off by apologizing to the balcony seats.
I'm so sorry!
In the upper balcony, too.
I'm so sorry!
And to the arena section.
I'm so sorry! Wait, is this a stadium?
And on that high note, it's time to say goodbye. That's all for our talk program. Thank you for joining us for these 6 weeks.
We hope to see you again someday.
And the final part of the secret word is the secret word.
Is that the best you could do?
I love that skin so much. Just all the payback brought back on Magilou, and of course she ends up being the one to apologize for everything. However, we're not done quite yet, as we got more of a deep one. The eve after Midnight Monologues with Magilou. So how does this thing conclude? Let's tune in and find out.
Come on, Magilou. You can't tack on more to the secret word.
You tacked on this special, didn't you?
What was the secret word anyway? Let's see. From the start, it was...
B-E.
R.
S-E...
R-I.
Is the secret word?
AKA...
What on earth could it mean?
I can't say. But... perhaps the answer lies within the heart of each person who hears it.
Right. I get that feeling too.
Yeah, could be. I still don't get it, though.
I guess that draws things to a nice close. But I'm still left a little unsatisfied.
Don't worry about it. You'll understand once we finish the main story.
What main story?
If you want the answer, look within your heart.
And just like that, guys, that was Magilou's Midnight Monologues, episodes 1 through 5, the eve before and the eve after, and of course our secret word is Berseria. Is the secret word? Question mark? Thank you, Magilou, for that last tack on. But yeah, who would have thought they would have actually integrated Berseria into this game? I know they did that with Vesperia, but I don't think they've ever done with the game since then. So that's actually like a nice little throw in there. However, like the others, I'm still a bit unsatisfied. Like I still don't fully understand Berseria, and yet we've already done all the main story stuff. Perhaps when they said the main story, do you think they meant all side content as well? Question mark? Maybe they'll give us some insight. Because that's it, guys. That is the semi-finale to Tales of Berseria. I'll be back, hopefully very soon. Again, unlike Final Fantasy 15, I want to be back here as soon as possible. And granted, I want to be back with that game too, but there's so much I need to take care of. By the time this comes out, again, this is coming out on April 1st, I believe. Well, I've got Kingdom Hearts on the road. That game is back, and it's time for me to see if I can actually bring it to an end. If not, I don't even know. But, either way, guys, that's going to do it for this semi-finale to Tales of Berseria. If you guys did enjoy this little special, of course, as always, make sure to leave a like and comment down below. Share this video with your friends, should you feel need to. And of course, if you are new to our channel and want to see more Tales of Berseria as it comes out in the future, along with the brand new series as it comes out mixed through the mixer. And make sure you have subscribed and joined the Dread Knights, Velvet's crew, the Von Eltia, and everyone else in our quest to prepare for the side content that lies within this game, and hopefully by then, learn the true meaning of Berseria. But hey, until next time, this is Magilou signing out. Have a great rest of your day, take care, and before we throw it over to you for our end card slate, we'll throw it over to the title screen. I'll catch you guys, hopefully next time. Because this is a tale of Berseria that is yet to end. So, catch you guys in the future.